So over the weekend, a tape surfaced of Tony Robbins, the famed self-help guru, using the word nigga. Now, he would say he was trying to help black people. He was saying that helping us to not be slave to that word would make us, would free us from the slavery of that word. The problem is that that word isn't what impacts us the most. Even if you learn to deal with the impact of the word nigga and it never affected you again, that wouldn't make for fair housing or fair education or make sure and fair medical. It wouldn't do any of that. It wouldn't take the bias out of policing. It wouldn't take the bias out of the judicial system. It wouldn't take the bias out of the lending system. My problem with that is that white guys always have such a simplistic approach. If you're just not slaves to that word, you'll be okay. It's not our being slaves to that word. It's men like you who look like you being slaves to their biases. I suffer more from what you think of me than what I think of me. My homes are devalued. The pain that I'm in when I go to get medical treatments, the things I have to deal with are because of what you think of me, not what I think of me. So if you're going to have a speech that helps people get along and not be slaves to people, how about talking to people who actually have control over things like that, who actually have control over their biases inflicting people and harming people's lives? It isn't that word that's going to stop us. If you stop saying nigga, would it do anything about the high unemployment rate in Chicago? Would it stop? Would it do anything about the unfair incarceration of people, or how black women are dying from breast cancer more because they're not treated appropriately? Would it help any of those things? We're not slaves to our words. We're slaves to yours. We're not slaves to our idea of us. We're slaves to yours. Now, one thing he said, if you sang I'm a nigga, he's a nigga, she's a nigga, and you sung it just like he did, after it was over, what would happen for you? You would have made a hell of a ditty. That's pretty much all. It isn't how we see us. It's how you see us. The Brookings Institute came out with a report that talked about how black homes, the homes where black people live in, are devalued just because we live there. Gentrification, black people move in, black people move out, white people move in, and Whole Foods come with them. It isn't the way we think of us. It's the way you think of us. So all of this self-help, you think you're helping us. I understand, but you point the camera the other way. It isn't us you need to talk to about the way we see us. It's you and people who look like you and people who think like you. How simplistic is it that word, if we were unhooked from that word or free from slavery from that word, it would change our life? It wouldn't. But if you were, it would. He's supposed to be a self-help guru. Maybe he should help himself and people that look like him.